And finally for us tonight, he is the talk of Baghdad and far beyond. With a single act of defiance, an Iraqi journalist is being hailed by many people in that part of the world as an anti-American hero. Yesterday, the reporter hurled his shoes at U.S. President George Bush. The action landed him in jail. But as CTV's Washington Bureau Chief Tom Clark tells us, it also turned him into an instant celebrity.
It was the shoe heard around the world. The Iraqi TV reporter Montader Al-Zaidi shouted, "This is a goodbye, you dog." Bush ducked both shoes and stood quietly while astonished security guards hustled Al-Zaidi out and into custody. Al-Zaidi works for a news channel based out of Cairo, and just before he threw his shoes, he showed his cameraman this note. It reads, "It's glorious to die a martyr." Well, he didn't die, but he's been charged with offending the Iraqi state, and he faces 2 years in jail. Today, thousands of Iraqis demanded the reporter be set free. Al-Zaidi's family gathered in his apartment today. His sister thinks that he's a hero, but she's worried that he's been roughed up. Holding a pair of Al-Zaidi's shoes, his nephew simply says that if the police don't release his uncle, he'll beat them with these. For many on the street, Al-Zaidi has become a bit of a folk hero. And while most of the Arab media praised the reporter's outburst, not everyone agreed. It's an embarrassment, this man says, a real step backwards. Bush returned to Washington this afternoon and he brushed it all off.
I've seen a lot of weird things during my presidency, and this may rank up there as one of the weirdest.
For the most part, Americans were either amused or simply indifferent.
At first I thought it was funny, and then I felt a little embarrassed. I mean, he is our president still. It's very professional, but pretty hilarious.
But it is this image repeated over and over again, all over the world, that may become the signature of the Iraq War and the Bush presidency. George Bush has just 35 days left here at the White House, but for most Americans, the era of the Bush presidency has already come and gone, which may explain why there was so little outrage expressed at this attack on the current president of the United States. Tom Clark, CTV News, Washington.